Right, students, welcome to one more session of your WOC, that is your Vani ma'am, and today I have come up with one concept, that is chemistry, all in one organic chemistry conversions. So basically organic chemistry conversions is that concept which is very difficult for maximum of the students. So it almost took for me 10 days to compile everything and get it for you. Let me show the work which I have done at last. No problem, it is only for my students. I wanted all the grade 11 students, grade 12 students, JEE as well as NEET students to utilize this. So I'll just show you, give you a glance of what did I do. Right, so almost 10 days it took. Now I'm ready with the content. I wanted everybody to take this and note it. So here, this is a basic template of your organic chemistry conversions, this one. After that, I've also done how can you do the conversions of if you're given a hydrocarbon. Then I have also done the conversions, or basically I have planned for the conversions completely of your alkyl halide. Then comes your alcohol, which is there. Like that, all the chapters are covered in this video. That is the reason I said all in one series. So I'll quickly give you an idea how to go about with this. So this particular thing complete covers the basic template, alkyl halide conversions, alkane conversions. It will give you conversions of alcohols, phenols, aromatic conversions, BDC, aniline, in that, nitro compounds, aldehydes, acids, everything, right? So students, I'll just give you an idea how to go about, so that you can just directly take the screenshot of each and just utilize it. Yes, students, so this really took a lot of time, as I did organic chemistry in 3-day series. Just you remember organic chemistry, rather 3 days, complete organic chemistry in 3 days, where I have taught you the complete organic chemistry. Likewise, here in this organic the conversions topic, all are covered starting from your grade 11 to grade 12. So nothing is left from my side. Maximum, I'll just tell you how to go about. So after that, any doubt if you have, you can ask me in the comment section. So this is your Vani ma'am. Remember, whenever you're studying something, as I said, chemistry is that subject which, it is completely volatile. You require to have complete or continuous revision. So what you should do, please take the printout of it, stick it or write it on an A3 size paper, stick it on in your study room, and every day as soon as you get up in the morning, when you're having breakfast, when you're having your lunch, or when you're going before your bedtime, go through all the conversions one, right? So that it's easy for you. So this, as I promise, everything is covered under this, right, students? If I have left by mistake, please put it in the comment section so that students can also utilize that. But commenting is one way. You comment as a good comment. I'm so happy. Many students are really having confidence in me, and other students who are new, please encourage them. Right, let us start off. So whenever we think or when we study about the organic conversions, just check. Yes, organic conversions, basically we start with the basic hydrocarbon alkanes. So I'll give you an idea how to go about. So alkanes, if I have to convert to alkyl halide, I'll be using, that is here in the presence of a free radical halogenation. So this is a method to convert alkyl halide in the presence of HNu. Further, alkyl halides, I use aqueous KOH. Aqueous KOH, what is its role? It helps in doing the hydrolysis process. So in hydrolysis process, it gets converted to alcohols. So we very well know alcohols can always be converted into acids or aldehydes by using oxidizing agents. Correct? Now check, alcohols are converted into aldehydes. Aldehydes, on further oxidation, they converted to acids. Done. Further, acid conversion I can always do with, I can further convert using hydrolysis into esters. We do know esterification reaction. This is your esterification reaction. Then acid can be converted to amide using ammonia. Acid can be converted into acid chloride using PCl3, PCl5 and SOCl2, thionyl chloride, where thionyl chloride is the most economical source because we get a pure form of compound. Then comes acid can be converted to acid anhydrous by using one more carboxylic acid where water is removed. So this is a basic template of your organic conversion. Yes, students, basic template of your organic conversions. Now what we are going to do, we will take the basic alkane. Now alkane, alkene, alkyne are here. So here alkane, suppose if I take alkane, right, how to convert? Now if I take the alkane conversions, nothing. Whenever you have alkane, the first best thing is try to use free radical halogenation. Free radical halogenation or free radical substitution reactions. So we very well know always free radical halogen happens in the presence of H nu. So one hydrogen is replaced by chlorine, it comes out like this, and your Cl is attached. Further, if I want to elongate the chain, now there was only one carbon chain here. If I want to further elongate, I'm going to use sodium in dry ether using one more alkyl halide. So this alkyl halide, this joins together to form ethane. Further, free radical halogenation, you get ethyl chloride, means alkane to alkyl halide to alkane. Like that, you can elongate the chain. So what is this type of reaction? This reaction is your elongation of chain, elongation of carbon chain, in which what are you doing? You are elongation carbon chain. In this, what are you doing? You are adding every time alkyl halide to alkane, alkane to alkyl halide. So this is nothing but increment in carbon chain, elongation of carbon chain, or it is increment. The first variety is increment, means increase of carbon chain. This is one method. Okay, now I have done the alkene conversions maximum possible. Now let us go and see the alkyl halide conversions, how it looks. Suppose here alkyl halide, these are the maximum conversions with everything is covered in this. Everything is covered in this. Okay students, shall I zoom it little bit? Yes. Okay, let me check whether I can zoom it. This is okay. Heading is this. Okay, fine. I'll just zoom it more. Oh, zoom out also, not zoom in. If I zoom in, it's very difficult for you. Okay. Right. So here in alkyl halide conversions, as you have seen, yes students, just see, I have written all the possible values, all the possible conversions which you can do. So as I told you, it took a lot of time for me to do this. Right. So alkyl halide, in the presence of ammonia, it gets converted to amines. In the presence of alcoholic KOH, we very well know aqueous KOH, it will always support aqueous KOH, it always supports hydrolysis. Alcoholic KOH will always form alkenes. Correct, no? It forms alkenes. So that is what I have written. Alkenes, I convert to alkenes. Then I try to do or attach bromine, forming vicinal halides. Finally, I converted alkyl halides to alkynes. So this is one method. So alkyl halides to alkynes, alkyl halides to amines, alkyl halides to alkanes. Correct? This is your alkane, all are double bonded. Alkyl halides to alcohols, alcohols further to aldehydes, aldehydes further to acids. This is perfect, isn't it? Next thing, further what did I do? I have taken this alkyl halide and I have used Grignard's reagent. That is your addition product, isn't it? So Grignard's reagent, finally I got an adduct. This is called adduct. Further, after getting Grignard's reagent, I applied 3 different reagents where you got primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. So simple, isn't it? The whole alkyl halide conversions are here. Done. Let us go to alcohol conversions now. So when I take the alcohol conversions, maximum everything is covered in this. You can comfortably take it and stick it to in the study room, right? When I take the alcohol conversions, basically alcohol can be converted to, if I have to say, this is alkyl chloride. It is alkyl chloride. Okay. So alcohols can be converted to alkyl chloride. Further, they can be converted to alkylamine. So this is one way of converting. But remember, the basic step is always converting it into alkyl halide. That is important. Further, what did I do? Alcohol on using a reducing agent to aldehyde. Here what happened? When you are using copper, a metal catalyst, what are we doing? We are trying to take out one hydrogen from here, one hydrogen from here. Reduction, no? Removal of hydrogen. This is what I did. So in the presence of copper, alcohol are reduced to aldehydes. Aldehydes on oxidation gives acids. So here we are adding oxygen. Done. So this one is one possibility. This is one more possibility. Now directly, if you want to convert alcohol to acids, you can use oxidizing agent. One more, if you want to convert directly, here what did I do? I took one step, that is your alkyl halide, then converted to amines. But here I converted directly to acids and amines. Done. Further, suppose in the exam if they ask you, convert alcohols to alkenes, one possibility, or converts alcohols to alkynes, one more possibility, or alcohols to alkanes. See, all three are here only. Just check. Alcohols to alkenes, alkanes, alkynes. All three are given and the reagents also are given. Hope it is useful, students. Done. Now let us see the next type of acid conversions, which is very important. Now when I take the acid conversions, basically I took carboxylic acid. Okay, here I have not mentioned what is the name of the alkyl chain, right? Just I took it generally. So basically there are four methods, 1, 2, 3, 4 methods to convert it into alkane. So here I can use Clemmensen reduction, I can use Wolff-Kishner reduction, I can also do sodamide, means I can take out carbon dioxide, and I can also use HI in the presence of red phosphorus. All this will be used to convert it into alkane. Suppose if I want to convert acid to alcohol, I can use reducing agents like lithium aluminum hydride. What is happening? Reducing agent, it takes out this oxygen and adds hydrogen. Correct? No? Reduction, addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. I take out this oxygen and add hydrogen, I get alcohol. Further, if you want to convert acid to aldehyde, you're going to use, means directly if they tell you, this is one method where you can use ammonia or nickel in the presence of quinoline. Directly it get converts to aldehyde. I mean, these are all different methods, the easy methods you can use. Further, I can also convert acids to esters by adding one more alcohol molecule. We very well know, no? Acid plus alcohol in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid gives ester. So this is one. Further, if I have to see some more this one conversions of acids, you can also use, this is called conversion of acid to acid chloride to acidamide to amine. So Hoffman bromamide reaction, this name reaction. Here all the name reactions are also covered, isn't it? So these are the conversions of the acids. Students, now let us come and see the aldehyde conversions, all the aldehyde conversions together. So basically, in again whatever name reactions are there, that will appear here. Okay, this is not alkyl halide, that is alkyl amine. Okay, sorry for this, alkyl amine. Now check. Aldehyde on Clemmensen reduction gives me alkanes. Aldehydes on oxidizing agent gives me acids. Aldehyde in the presence of reduction, whenever you see a metal, active metal or a metal catalyst, that means reduction is going to happen. So aldehydes on reduction, alcohol. Further, if I take alcohol, if I use PCl5 or if I use concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid is what? It is nothing but a dehydrating agent, correct? So this dehydrating agent is going to remove water and alcohols are getting converted to alkenes. Further, in the presence of phosphorus pentachloride, I'll convert alkyl halide. We very well know whenever you have alcohol, we have possibilities. I can use PCl5, I can use PCl3, I can also use thionyl chloride. But among everything, thionyl chloride is the most economical one and you get a pure form of alkyl halide. Why? Because in thionyl chloride we have two gaseous products. One is HCl as well as sulfur dioxide gas. Done. Further, if I use ammonia and take out HCl, I'll get alkyne amine. Right? It's nice, isn't it? Interesting. Aldehyde. Okay. Further, nitro. Suppose if they ask you to convert nitro to amine, if they ask you to convert nitro to amine conversions, this is quite common in CBSE grade 12. So, nitro to amine, I can further use lithium aluminum hydride as a reducing agent, amine. Further, if I do Sand-Meyer's reaction, this is nothing but your Sand-Meyer's reaction. In Sand-Meyer's, amine is getting, primary amine is getting converted to BDC. Further, if I do the hydrolysis, it gets converted to alcohol. Next, in the presence of red phosphorus, HI. Because here, HI, red phosphorus, we say, no, red phosphorus when I take, it's nothing but, basically, in bromine or red phosphorus PBr3 or PBI3 or PI3 in that way. In that case, red phosphorus will be used where convert alcohols to hydrocarbons. Further, when you use fuming nitric acid, you get nitro alkane. So this is your nitroalkane. So nothing, you're getting back your nitroalkane, same thing. See here, both are similar. This is your nitro conversions. Further, when I come to your so acids are over, alcohols are over, aldehydes are over, alkyl halides are over, and your amines are also over. Now, further, when I take aromatic conversions, you're going to study the conversions of chlorobenzene. You're going to study the conversions of benzene. You're going to study the conversions of toluene. You're going to study the conversions of phenol. You're also going to study the conversions of BDC, that is benzene diazonium chloride. Right. Now check. Here on this side, all these are preparations. Okay. How can I prepare chlorobenzene? Now, further, what are the different conversions of chlorobenzene to the products? Now check. Yes, now I can prepare from alcohol using PCl5. I can prepare from benzene using, that is your free radical halogenation. I can also prepare from BDC using Sand-Meyer's reaction. I can also use a process called Rasching process where benzene is directly converted to chlorobenzene. Right. Now, I also gave a list of reactions here where chlorobenzene using sodium hydroxide, we have strong base when we take. So what happens at different temperatures? You remember sodium hydroxide I'm going to take because we also studied in alkyl halides with basically nitro group is also attached, that is for phenol. You remember meta position product is not formed. Like that with chlorobenzene, if I introduce sodium hydroxide, I get phenol. Further, if I want aniline, I use this. If I want cyanobenzene, pyridine and CuCN. So like this, Woods-Fittig also I have used, Grignard reagent reduction. So basically these reactions will give an analysis of conversion of chloro to phenol, chloro to aniline, chloro to benzonitrile, chloro to toluene, chloro to biphenyl, chloro to Grignards, as well as benzene. So this is a basic idea. You can always take it, prepare it and paste it. Next one. Further, I can also have, or one more possibility is chlorobenzene, if somebody has asked me to convert into orthochloro and parachloro, because we do that thing, where halogenation reaction, right? So here para is a major product. Now check, suppose if they ask you to prepare, that is your electrophilic substitution reactions, they give you the electrophile with sulfuric acid. What is electrophile? SO3H is a electrophile. It's going to give two different products, ortho product and para product. Which is a major one? Para is a major one. So these are the reactions of your chlorobenzene, the most important conversions. Further, if benzene is given, so benzene we have studied in grade 11th, isn't it? So these are all the preparations which are there on the left hand side, all these things. And after this, here on this side, you have your conversions. Preparations on this side, conversions on that side. So here benzene can be prepared from by a process called decarboxylation, correct? This is your sodamide. Then I can also use ethanol as a solvent and reducing agent where nitrogen gas comes out, okay, HCl also comes out and benzene is prepared. Then I can also use polymerization reaction here where three groups, this is your grade 11th reaction. So three alkyne groups are there where they undergo polymerization, finally form a closed ring benzene. Next comes zinc dust, isn't it? With phenol. So zinc dust, what happens? I said when there is a metal atom, immediately reduction happens, correct? This oxygen is removed, hydrogen is added to the ring and we get this. Further, you also can do the reduction for chlorobenzene and get benzene. Yes, students, done. So here, I think this aromaticity should not be there. Yes, correct. Now, next thing. Here in this case, when I take the further conversions, sulfuric acid will give me SO3H, benzene sulfonic acid. So this is SO3H. Further, if I take hydrogen, okay, I can prepare tetrachloro. See here, hexachloro is there, not tetra, hexachloro is there. Hexachlorobenzene is here, BHC. Suppose same thing if you use hydrogen and nickel. Now check. Here if I am using hydrogen and nickel, I am going to get cyclohexane, right? Here when I am using hydrogen and nickel, this is fine. But here along with this nickel, hydrogen, I think Cl also should be there. Then only this is 3Cl. This is not 3 hydrogen, this is 3Cl. 3 to the 6. Please correct it. So 3 chlorines, I get 6. 3 to the 6. Here when I take 3 hydrogens, I get this compound, cyclohexane. So further, if they ask you to prepare 1,3,5-trinitrobenzene, you can use this method. If they ask you to prepare ozonoid, you can use this method. Finally, benzene to glyoxyl also is there in this reaction. So as I said, maximum reactions, if I have to tell you, everything is covered in this video, right students? Nothing to search for you all. Further, let me take to the next one. Further, benzene, you still have reactions. Just check, you still have reactions in this. You can also convert benzene to all of these. Further, benzene can be converted into aniline. It can be converted to benzonitrile. It's going to also be converted into C6H5CONH2 further. So these are all the further conversions. If I have to take toluene, right? So toluene reactions, just check. In toluene, preparations are all these. I can prepare toluene from benzene. I can prepare toluene from haloarine. Further, I can use all these possibilities to prepare ortho-para product everywhere. Here one thing for nitrogen, remember, you have to further add fuming nitric acid to occupy all the positions. If you add ortho, then you get para. Further, ortho-para. Further, you get 2,4,6-trinitro if you add more HNO3. It's the same here if you're doing your electrophilic substitution reactions. You get with orthoxylene and paraxylene. So orthoxylene, paraxylene is a major product. That is fine students. Done. One more. Yes. So it took a lot of time for me to do. It's okay. Everything for you all. Now check. This is again toluene. So toluene further, it can also have, as I said, toluene can be prepared to benzyl chloride, benzyl chloride, benzol chloride. One method. Toluene can be prepared using Itard reaction, benzaldehyde. Toluene can be converted using alkaline K1O4 into benzoic acid. So maximum possible conversions and reactions I have given it to you. Now let us check BDC. So BDC is compulsory, easy one. Yes. So in BDC, benzene diazonium chloride, there are two ways. BDC can be converted to these products, as well as BDC can be converted to nitrobenzene, where nitrobenzene further can be converted to aniline. So I have given two varieties of conversions here. One, converting into chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, cyanobenzene, fluorobenzene, phenol and your amine at the same time. I've also given to, if I have to say, I've also given the conversions of BDC into nitrobenzene, BDC into nitrosobenzene, this one into phenyl hydroxylamine, and finally aniline. So isn't it a conversion, student? Yes. So basically this conversion, it includes lot of understanding. And next here, BDC, I have used an ethanol as a solvent and convert it to benzene. Benzene further, if I use anhydrous AlCl3 and COHCl, I can convert it to benzaldehyde. Yes, isn't it very useful for you all? Yes, some more from my side. Now further, BDC, you have all the possible things. Earlier, when I have to prepare fluorobenzene, I used HBF4. Now I am using sodium borofluoride, then zinc plus HCl to convert, because metal atom compulsory reduction reactions will happen. HNO2, nitrous acid copper oxide, I get NO2, nitrobenzene. Further, BDC can be converted to NaNO2. So that is your, in the presence of NaNO2 is nothing but HNO2 plus water, no? So it becomes NaNO2. Finally, means we are getting it from nitrous acid, correct? Okay. Now, nitrobenzene further, in the presence of Zn and HCl, I get aniline. Aniline using diazotization reaction, I convert to BDC. Simple. Okay. Right. Next comes your phenol. Phenol, all the conversions. Now phenol as an aromatic compound, I can convert into benzene, 2,4,6-trinitrobomophenol, dilute nitric acid. Here it is there. Dilute nitric acid if I use, I'll be getting ortho-para. If I use concentrated nitric acid, I get all the three products, 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Like that, I have given all the conversions with all the reagents. perfectly. You can study, everything is there in this. Okay. Further, if I take from phenols, slowly I'll take you to the next conversion, that is your potassium dichromate conversions. So basically potassium dichromate, ma'am, it's very, very important, isn't it, as an oxidizing agent? Yes. So potassium dichromate, I have used all the possible values. We very well know it is an oxidizing agent. It oxidizes iodine to iodide, as to ic. Sulfuric acid we are using, just see the formation of potassium sulfate, chromium sulfate. Further, if I am using sulfuric acid, I'll get chromyl chloride. Like that, I have taken all the possible values or all the possible conversions. Right, students? So let us once recollect what are there. I have done what did I teach in this. So basically, in these conversions, I have taught you what are the conversions of alkanes. I have taught you the conversions of alkenes, conversions of alkynes. Correct? Okay. After this, I also taught you what are the conversions of alkyl halides. From here, I gradually took into a concept of alcohols. After alcohols, aldehydes. After aldehydes, acids. After acids, I also did amines. Correct? After this, I did aromatic compounds, benzene. I also did for nitrobenzene. I also did aromatic conversion for aniline. I did for BDC, benzene diazoinium chloride. I also did for your conversions of phenol. Last but not the least, I also did for potassium dichromate, isn't it? Yes, students. So comfortably, completely, all the topics are covered. So that's the reason I call it as all-in-one organic conversions. All-in-one organic conversions, very useful topic. I request all the students to share it, please. If you share, only on this particular World of Chemistry channel will be there. If you are all supporting, I'll be doing with wonderful videos more and more. Yes, so thank you for watching, students. So thank you, and this is me signing off, your Vani ma'am. Always be happy. So next upcoming video will be a surprise again for you all. So please share. Again, I'm saying share the videos. If you share, more knowledge will spread. I want WOC to be in your hearts. Thank you so much, students. God bless you.